Welcome to Plugged In, a Livewire production. Today we'll be speaking with 3 up-and-coming musicians about where they've been and where they hope to be. Our guests include hip-hop artist Chris Woods, Hunter James from the band Rain Must Fall, and our first guest is Sean DeArmond from the band Nothing to Prove. Nothing to Prove is a pop-punk band out of Altoona, PA. They just finished recording their self-titled EP with producer Andrew Wade, famous for working with acts such as A Day to Remember and A Loss for Words. Here's a clip from Nothing to Prove.
Do you remember the feeling, the being you gave you? Well, it seems like that's just long but gone. You shot yourself to the curb and killed you with 2 words. Had to collapse the friendship that stood so strong. This life is getting weaker, at least so it seems, and reality will strangle your every dream. It's like just fucking birds with gasoline. I haven't got one ounce since late last spring. I need this more than anything. I shot to hell my college hopes with the feel of these guitar strings. So grab your shit and get out to the van, 'cause we're running on empty and we're doing the best we can. This is our only plan, so let's make this happen, 'cause I don't wanna go back. 'Cause I don't wanna go back. The part I'm trying to get across is that you know you're unhappy if you're doing what others want. I've watched so many casualties fall into the cracks of
Hi Sean, thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you.
How many people are in your band Nothing to Prove?
5.
And how did you guys actually form your band?
We've been friends for years. Me and Jared have known each other since 7th, 8th grade. We met up with Dan and Chris Wills, our vocalist and our bass player, and we kind of just formed a band practice one day. We had 4 members. We had a couple other guitarists, and some quit, some left. But right now we have 5 members.
Right. What are some of the artists that have influenced your music?
Influenced the music, A Day to Remember, definitely. That's one of the reasons why we went to Andrew Wade. A lot of other artists include like Taking Back Sunday, The Starting Line, Comeback Kid, whole range from like pop punk to punk music to hardcore music.
What was it like actually working on your first album?
It was different. We didn't know what we were getting into, pretty much. It's a small town band from Altoona. Not knowing what we were going to do when we got there, we kind of wrote songs together here, and once we got there, kind of changed some things, and we didn't know really what we were going to do, but everything turned out great. It's awesome.
Can you buy your album? Like, is it on iTunes or?
You can buy it on iTunes, Android Market, pretty much wherever you can buy music. You can buy our CD.
Do you guys have a website or something we can like get?
We have our
Follow
Facebook. It's just facebooklink.com/nothingtoprove-band.
All right. Got a Twitter or YouTube page?
Yes, we have Twitters.
You have it all?
Yeah,
Okay.
we have everything.
Awesome. What you guys write your own songs?
Yes.
What are some of your inspirations for your music?
Dan and I usually kind of just sit down in like a room by ourselves and kind of work on the music. Dan writes all the lyrics, so he kind of does his thing over there, and then he'd come back and we'll like together like interpret what we're gonna do with all the music.
Is that a hard process, or is like do you find sometimes it's harder to work on one song than another, or?
Yes, it does. Sometimes we get writer's block. It does take a while for some songs. That's pretty much it.
What do you do to get rid of your writer's block?
We just play along with each other until it's gone.
Jam session. That's
Yes.
awesome. That's awesome. What's next for Nothing to Prove?
Right now we have a lot of songs ready to be recorded. We're going to be recording with Corey Gable in June, so there's going to be about 4 songs. We're going to release the EP that we have now. We're going to have another EP for digital download for people to have about July.
All right, sounds great. So do you guys play venues around here, like just like bars, or like where do you play at?
We'll play pretty much anywhere. We've been around, so and we can contact a venue. We have tour in May, so we're going to be going. We're starting Pittsburgh. We're going the whole way down to Florida. We hit every state on the way down, and come right back up and hit every state up.
Nice. Is this your first tour?
Yes, actually.
Are you excited? Like, what's this experience going to be like for you?
Yeah, I really hope it turns out well.
That's awesome. Like, how do you guys book these tours? Like, do you do it yourself, or does someone outside help you out?
A little bit of both. I mean, we try to do it DIY for now because it's expensive for most people to do it, but there is a couple people that we know that we've contacted that helped us out a little bit.
That's awesome. What is unique about your music?
Pop punk scene is kind of withering away, so we want to kind of keep it upbeat. Not many pop punk bands are our style anymore. It kind of just turned into like an indie pop punk scene, so it's a little different than it used to be, but we try to hold our ground with like early 2000s, late 90s pop punk music.
Awesome. Do you have a favorite song that you guys play?
My favorite song on the record is I'm Just Saying. It has a lot of like, excitement in the music. You just want to like kind of, I don't know, just shake your head.
Get up and dance?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
That's a good song. So what goals does your band have together as a band or even individually? Like,
we kind of set our own goals as a band. We take it one step at a time. It's a progress thing. We don't really set them too high, set them too low. So we just kind of go with the flow and see what happens from there.
What about for yourself? Like, what kind of goals do you have?
I just want to be on the road constantly.
Oh, really?
So I just want to be on the road, write albums constantly, and just make my living that way.
Sounds awesome. Have there been any times that you actually hated being in your band?
Not hated. Not hated.
Okay.
Just get frustrated with people sometimes, depending on the day it is and what we're doing, and if something's not working out. There is arguments sometimes, but we get over it. It's nothing big. So.
And what's like the best show you've ever played? How'd that go?
Best show was our CD release show, and it was actually in Altoona. There was, I think, 140 kids there.
Wow.
And which was really surprising for Altoona because usually kids come like 40. There's about 40 kids there, and we were like really stoked when everybody got a CD. A lot of people bought our shirts, wristbands, and everybody just knew the words, and it was cool.
When you say kids, like what age group are you talking about?
It ranges from like 16 to like 24, 25. So anybody can come out to these shows.
So do you just target like that specific group, or do you like you want your music to be for everybody? Like,
I mean, we do kind of target our age group, just so they're fans, and then but like we've have like kids' parents be fans of our music, and it's great. We have a lot of like parents or adults that are like love our music. It's great.
It's great. Have you ever had a show where everything went completely wrong?
Yes.
How was that experience?
We played a show in Johnstown. It was terrible. We set up everything was set up. We were about to play. We couldn't hear each other. So like I was on one side of the stage, other guitarist was over there. I couldn't hear him. Couldn't hear Dan throughout like the PA. So it was bad. The only thing you could really hear was like some drums, but not really. It was really hard to hear. So the activity of like mistake, like it was unbearable. I didn't want to play that show ever again.
Did you ever go back and play there again? Or
no, we haven't actually.
Would you ever go back and play there again?
I think about it. There wasn't many people that showed up, so I mean it was a little iffy, but I mean if they asked us to do it again, I'm sure we would.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
No problem.
Coming up after our break, we will sit down and talk with hip-hop artist Chris Woods.
The United Way of Blair County works with local organizations to help people of all ages. By teaming up with Meals on Wheels, the United Way makes a difference in the lives of our seniors.
The program annually serves about 150,000 meals to over 625 consumers. We deliver meals 3 days per week.
Meals on Wheels volunteers deliver a hot meal with a warm smile.
I wouldn't have anybody to talk to because they're very nice. They bring the food in.
With your help, the United Way can make a difference right here in Blair County.
We're all in it to help each other. So by helping us, we're able to help others, and we're all living united.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Support the United Way. For more information, visit unitedwayofblaircounty.org.
At Foot of 10 Elementary School, 82% of 4th graders feel that bullying is a problem.
9 out of 10 5th graders have seen a friend or classmate being bullied.
And 1 in 2 6th graders say they have been bullied.
Put a stop to bullying at Foot of 10.
Fill out a bully form, put it in a bully box in the cafeteria, office, or library.
And we'll offer advice during the announcements and on our bully blog.
All without using your name.
Chris Woods is a Penn State Altoona student and Pittsburgh native whose first mixtape presented by Uptown Underdogs just dropped. You can see Chris performing with Big Sean later this month. Here's a taste of Chris Woods.
Just wanna thank, I just wanna thank you. I just wanna thank you. I just wanna thank, I just wanna thank you. I just wanna thank you. I just wanna thank, I just wanna thank you. I just wanna thank you. I just wanna thank, I just wanna thank you. I just wanna thank you. I used to just follow, so you taught me how to lead. Didn't know some words, so you taught me how to read. Nosebleeds, you would treat them. Tilt my head back so I can stop all the bleeding. On Halloween, you would take a sugar treating. Candy I was eating. Dressed as Spider-Man, just strolling down the lane. And I always knew when you were smoking Mary J. But I didn't point or blame, cause it just wasn't my place. But now that I blaze, I feel we're in the same race. Smoking with you would be like icing on the cake. You would buy me the best toys on my birthdays. No way, it's what all of my friends would say. I remember fishing in Virginia Beach by the bay. Me and Noah would try to throw you in the pool all day. You would say don't do it, but we did it anyway.
So, first I want to ask you, what made you start making music?
Actually, my friends, Jeremy Wood and Philly Mike, they came in my room one day. I'm trying to sleep. And they're like, I got a good idea for you, Chris. I'm like, what's up? And they're like, you should make a mixtape. You should just start rapping. Because we always kind of freestyle, joked around. Now I'm doing it.
Awesome.
So my friends.
So thanks to your friends for getting you started.
Thank you guys.
Who have some of your influences been in making your music?
Just life, past experiences, stuff that I'm just going through now helps me make music.
And how is it balancing school, because I know you're a student, and your music? Is it hard, or how's that?
Especially like with all the distractions around, but I make time for it. I usually do the music at night in school during the day.
Good way to do it. How long have you been performing?
4 months now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So do people on campus recognize you now and are like, oh, hey, that's Chris Woods, or?
And actually, like at parties, everyone's like, oh, you're going to get famous or something. Nah, I'm not going to get famous. But yeah, people notice. Sometimes I see people kind of do the double take, look like but yeah, people, I can tell that they notice.
Do they ever just like stop you randomly and be like, hey, can you sing something for me or rap something for me? Like,
yeah, all the time.
All the time? Do you do it, or just like?
It depends on my mood. So if I'm with my friends, just wanting to chill out, nah. But if I'm feeling it, I'll definitely rap for you guys.
Next time I see you on campus, I'll have to ask.
I got you.
So, what are you working on now? You just put out your mixtape, correct?
Sweet Ass Music, sorry, but check that out on thatpiff.com or YouTube. But now I'm currently focusing on the Big Sean concert. Then after that, I want to drop an EP, about 6 tracks. You working on those currently? Yeah, I'm focusing on Big Sean more because I don't want to be too many things at once. But yeah, I'm shaping it up. I'm crafting. I don't know what I'm going to call it. You working on anything new for the Big Sean performance, or just the stuff you already had? I just dropped a song recently. It's called Dill Nelson. You can check that out on YouTube. But now I'm just working on the material that I've already made. And so you're opening for Big Sean. How is that for you? Like, are you excited? What's that going to be like? Right now, I just feel like it's another day. But I'm sure as soon as I'm about to go on stage, my heart will probably be jumping out my chest. But I'm excited. I'm excited to meet him. I heard he's a cool guy. I'm excited to kill it. I'm excited to be done with finals. I'm excited for summer. There's just so much to look forward to. I'm ready.
Awesome. So how did this actually come about, you performing for Big Sean?
I was helping Nikki Runzo look for a performer for the spring concert here, because me and her, we have a close relationship. And she was just like, yeah, like, why don't you open up for him? And at first I was like, yeah, you're kind of funny. And I thought about it. Why not?
Yeah.
So that's how I'm here.
That's great. Have you done any other events on campus?
I've done a Rock the Show at SLEP, opened for Primary Element. They're a good group from State College. They came down here. I got to open up for them. Got to meet those guys. It showed Sigma Pi, the fraternity, one of their houses. That was a good one. Yeah, just been trying to do some shows, but not too many.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to overdo my stay.
Yeah, because then you have schoolwork too, right?
Yeah.
So do people just like calling you up and be like, hey, I have this event, like, can you come and perform for me, or? Sometimes
people come up to me and ask me if I'm interested in doing it. Yeah.
And then who are the Uptown Underdogs?
It's some knuckleheads. It consists of me, my friends Jeremy, Wood, Philly Mike. His real name's Michael Rinhan, but we call him Philly Mike. He's not even from Philly.
That was going to be my question.
And Joe Gonzalez. We just kind of, I'm more just a rapper, but we make apparel and we get other people's music out there, not just mine. It's just kind of like a little family, and we're just trying to grow every day.
So who else do you guys like promote, like with your music, their music?
We promote a lot of Philadelphia rappers, but anyone's welcome to release their music on our website. We even have some students from Altoona who are in a band. Tyler Mitchell, his music's on our site also, and he's indie rock. So it doesn't even have to necessarily be rap. Anyone's welcome. What
website is this that they can go to?
Actually, you don't even need the W. Sorry, scratch that. It's uptownunderdogs.com.
And you can buy apparel and stuff there, you said, or is that a separate website?
You can buy apparel from there. We're releasing spring pennies for the concert Friday. It's black and pink pennies. It's going to be pretty hot in there, so we thought that was a good idea. Those are $15. You can get on the website. And yeah, Uptown Underdogs. It's a cool site.
Can they find your music here and purchase it, or how do you?
You don't even have to purchase it. It's all free. I wouldn't make you pay a penny for that. I love it, but I wouldn't make you pay. It's on YouTube and also on thatpiff.com.
Okay. So, what is unique about your music?
What's unique about my music is that my music isn't trying to be different from everyone else's music. We're all the same, but I don't try to really force that. Like, yeah, I'm different, I'm on my different stuff. Nah, I'm unique, obviously, from you, but we're the same. And I'm just telling it through my way. So I think what's unique about my music is that it's me. It's just my way of seeing things, telling things.
I like that. Well, thank you for being here with us today.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
And after the break, we will hear from Hunter James from Rain Must Fall.
By teaming up with the Gloria Gates Memorial Foundation, the United Way supplies a safe place for local kids. They learn social and life skills that keep them out of trouble.
That's the big thing, is just get them to succeed.
With your help, the United Way can make a difference right here in Blair County.
We're all in it to help each other.
For more information, visit unitedwayofblaircounty.org.
Operation Our Town is reaching out to groups in our community every day, helping groups like The Rock. The Rock is a nonprofit organization hosted by the United Methodist Church in Altoona. They received a grant in 2009 from Operation Our Town to help fund their program.
Operation Our Town has been essential to our growth and basically our survival.
The Rock program runs every Wednesday evening and provides a safe, fun environment for school-aged children.
My favorite part about the Rock program is just being here with friends and learning about different things every week.
Children attending the program participate in after-school activities and are fed a warm, home-cooked meal every night. Operation Our Town's goal is to take back our neighborhoods and to create community-minded citizens for a better tomorrow.
Rain Must Fall is a local band who just released their first album entitled Wednesday Starts the Weekend. Here's the sampling.
I fell asleep again by the radio. It seems I'm one of the lonely people. I'm always stuck inside of my dreams. You quit acting so damn feeble. The hand that held me is at the end of my arm, so I guess I better use it. I'll break the cycle with a little charm and a little bit of music. I need a revolution, evolution, a solution to get me by. I need a revolution, evolution, and I don't ever ask why. Can't stop me.
Hi Hunter, thanks for being here with us today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. So, Rain Must Fall. How long have you guys been together?
We've been together for about 3 years, since the fall of 2009.
How many members are in your band?
There's 5 of us. Michael Kensinger, our singer, Jarrett Bickle, and Bree Gerhardt play guitar. I play bass, and our drummer is Rocco De La Warva. Bree goes to Penn State Altoona.
Yes.
And I graduated in '09.
Cool.
So, based out of Altoona. Play a lot around here, but we also play out of town a good bit too.
Like where at?
Pittsburgh, DC, different places in Maryland, northern PA, western PA. Trying to get into Philadelphia a little bit. Actually, we're also involved right now in the Vans Warped Tour Battle of the Bands.
Ooh.
So there's this contest going on right now online on their website. It's based on votes. The top 100 bands by the votes then get taken into a panel of judges from the Warped Tour, and eventually 4 selected to play. So that would actually be like a national tour this summer that we're trying to get into.
That's cool. You guys close? Do you know your rankings yet? Or?
Right now we're in the top 10. We've been in the top 10
Ooh.
for about a month and a half now. So
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You guys, have you been on tour before?
Not like a very large tour. Mostly just East Coast, Pennsylvania, Maryland, and places around like that. But we're hoping to do one this year. Hopefully, if the Warped Tour thing works out, and then we can see how that goes and move on from there.
That's sweet. So, how did your band actually get together?
Well, Jarrett, our guitarist, was friends with Mike before I knew them, and he was also friends with Bree, and then I met him via another friend, met those guys, and Rocco, our current drummer, actually played in a band a few years back with Jarrett, and so we kind of all knew each other from different places and different bands and stuff like that, and put it all together, and so far so good.
Who are some of your influences?
Influences.
Or inspirations even?
Well, I mean, we all listen to different stuff. I guess if there's any bands I would say that we try to sound like would be maybe bands like the Foo Fighters or the Beatles or Tom Petty. We try to do like real simple guitar-based rock music with a lot of vocal harmonies, a lot of melodies, and a lot of catchy choruses and parts like that. But I mean, we listen to a lot of different stuff like punk, pop, indie rock, hip hop, and that stuff kind of comes out in a little details that you notice whenever you listen to the songs, I think.
So then how do you describe your overall sound?
I guess I would describe it as catchy guitar rock, alternative rock. I don't know.
Okay.
Something like that.
You guys went to New York recently to record Wednesday Starts the Weekend?
Yes, we actually we went to upstate New York in Pine Island to this studio owned by some guys who used to be in the Ataris. They were like a popular pop punk band a couple years ago. And we actually did it in like 2 sessions. We did one last summer, and we did one the summer before that, because we didn't exactly have enough money to do it all at one time. But we went up there, and Paul Carabello, who used to play guitar for the Ataris, he was our producer, and it was a great time. We got to experience what it was like to be in a really nice professional studio. Got to experiment with a lot of different ideas that you don't always quite get to do whenever you're just working on stuff in your basement. So it was a great experience. We all had a total blast, and I think the record is something that all 5 of us feel really proud about, which you can buy on iTunes.
Anywhere else can you get?
It's available on iTunes. It's also available on CD Baby. And if you go to our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/rainmustfall, there's a link to it for all those sites, as well as merchandise and our show dates and all that fun little information that people might want to know.
Yes. So where do you guys play a lot? Just basically in Altoona, or do you like what places in Altoona? Like
we play a lot of bars and clubs in Altoona. We also play State College, Pittsburgh, which I mentioned, and in different places in Maryland, like Frostburg and Cumberland and DC and some other places like that. Basically, anywhere we can get in and that's willing to have us, we are more than willing to play there.
How do you go about getting these bookings at these places?
Lots of patience and lots of persistence, because you call people, you email them, and you're always hoping for the best, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But if you feel strongly enough about it, which I think we all do, then you're willing to stick it out, and eventually that stuff happens. Like getting to I think it was last year, we actually got to play at St. Francis with Motion City Soundtrack.
That's cool.
Which was that was a great time, and that was probably one of the most fun shows we ever did. It was also probably one of the bigger shows we did too. Big crowd, like a nice professional stage. It was a lot of fun. Definitely very memorable for us all.
That's great. So do you have any funny stories from the road while you've been traveling?
I don't know if I have any like specific funny stories, but usually bands have like a van or like a tour bus or whatever. We don't have anything quite so fancy. We have a beat up old PT Cruiser with a trailer attached to it. So you can imagine whenever you play with a band like Motion City Soundtrack, who've got 15 tour buses, and then your tiny little car with a trailer is parked right next to it. The road crew definitely had a blast with that. There was also the time we played a festival in Washington, D.C., where we were like 2.5 hours late because we all slept in, and then we ran out of gas about 20 minutes outside of D.C., but that was a fun time. But we made it, and we got to play on time, so it was good, but that was definitely not the most fun road trip we've ever had.
Yeah, I can imagine. So has there been like a worse show you've played where everything went wrong?
Where everything went wrong? Well, the DC show was pretty bad, obviously.
Yes.
We all set our alarms at the same time, like the night before, to get up, and we somehow managed to all sleep through them. And then we obviously were late getting there and ran out of gas. So that was pretty bad. Oh, man.
Well, thank you for being here with us today, Hunter. Thanks a lot. That's all the time we have for today. I would like to thank Nothing to Prove, Chris Woods, and Rain Must Fall for being here with us today. I'm Megan Riner with Plugged In. Have a good night.